It's proof of what's possible when a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for players. What?
This might be the biggest slap in the face I've seen in a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, Clash Royale is trending again, but not because of a crazy update, not because of a new card, not because of some insane tournament. It's because creators feel like the company just spit in their faces. Recently, Supercell released a statement celebrating Clash Royale's insane comeback in 2025. And to be fair, 2025 was a crazy year for the game. The number of returning players doubled. New players increased by almost 500%. Engagement skyrocketed. Playtime went up across the board. It genuinely felt like 2016 all over again. And remember, that was almost 10 years ago. So yes, the comeback was real. But here's where things got controversial. In their official statement, they basically said this success was proof of what happens when a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for players. And that's what triggered everything. Because while yes, developers obviously matter, a lot of people believe that's not the full story. 2025 wasn't just a random revival. Clash Royale came back because creators around the world kept pushing the game. Even when it was struggling, when the game was going through rough patches, content creators kept uploading, streaming, making viral clips, bringing new players in, and Supercell didn't mention them, not once. No, thanks to the community. No, shout out to the creators. Nothing. And that's what made some of them furious. One of the biggest voices speaking out was Jynxzi. If you followed Clash Royale last year, you know that name. He was one of the most watched creators in the world for the game. Millions of views, huge streams. He even played Clash Royale live with massive streamers like iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat. That kind of exposure doesn't just stay inside the Clash community, it spreads. And it wasn't just him. In Latin America, creators like Hakai went viral. Other regions had their own breakout names. Clash Royale content was suddenly everywhere again. So when Supercell released a statement celebrating the comeback and didn't acknowledge creators at all, Jynxzi posted the statement and said, "This is probably the biggest spit in the face I've ever seen." That post exploded, almost instantly. Tens of thousands of interactions. And even people like Mr. Beast responded saying, "I only started playing again because of you." Mohammed Light, one of the top Clash Royale players in the world, also chimed in. He basically said it was insane how ungrateful the company was. Bad updates are one thing, but not giving credit to the person who made the game globally popular again, that's unforgivable. And that's when the community split in half. One side said, without Jynxzi, the game wouldn't have revived like that. The other side argued, hold on. A streamer with 30,000 viewers can't magically create millions of players. Supercell's updates did that, and honestly, both sides have a point. Did Jynxzi single-handedly revive Clash Royale? No. But was he a massive part of why people started caring about it again? Absolutely. Here's the thing. When content about a game becomes interesting again, people reinstall it. That's just how it works. You see clips, you see hype moments, you see big streamers playing it. Eventually you think, maybe I'll try it again. And Supercell themselves admitted that 2025 was the biggest boom the game had seen in years. And guess what? That boom perfectly aligned with creators going all in on Clash Royale content. Daily uploads, millions of views, huge collaborations, that's not a coincidence. And Jynxzi made it clear that his frustration wasn't about personal recognition, it was about the company trying to rewrite the narrative. He basically said, the moment you try to take full credit and pretend creators had nothing to do with it, that's where he draws the line. Now here's the scary part. Jynxzi also said he believes this could be the worst year for Clash Royale. Why? Because if the company genuinely thinks their internal team alone caused the success, they might repeat the same mistakes. Bad updates, removing features people like, adding things nobody asked for. If they misunderstand why the comeback happened, they might not be able to replicate it. And that's a real concern, because gaming history shows something clearly. Developers build the foundation, creators build the hype. You usually need both.
It really was not just me. It was me, Riley, Ken, Mo. So many creators that made the game better. Royale, the list goes on and on of how many people brought eyes to the game. So it's not just me. Where I draw the line in the sand is when they tried to take credit for the game's success. Read the lines. It's proof of what's possible when a talented team relentlessly focuses on making things better for players. What? None of the creators, none of the streamers, none of the YouTubers, none of the TikTokers, that's who's getting the credit. The team that murdered the game? Are you fucking stupid?
So now I want to ask you, who deserves more credit for Clash Royale's comeback, the developers or the creators? Or was it truly a mix of both? Personally, this whole situation reminds me of a proverb that says, "The way of a fool seems right in his own eyes." Sometimes companies believe their own narrative and stop listening to the outside world. But we'll see how this plays out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, embrace reality and deal with it.